Hey, good morning. It's Councillor Glen. It is Saturday morning, and I am at Bandmaster Park. This is just down the road from where I live. I think you can see in the background there the outlines of a skating rink with all this cold weather this week. We know we're getting close to skating season. This is a rink where I learned to skate a few years ago. I volunteered here to help with the flooding and everything. I wanted to be here just to remind everybody, if you've got a rink in your neighborhood and it's something that you use or your kids use, we could always use some more volunteers. All of the outdoor rinks are they're managed by volunteers 100%. They do the flooding, they do the shoveling, they build the rink at the start of the year. So if you can help out, get in touch with your local rink volunteer. If you need help tracking down who that is, email me and I'll put you in touch with the volunteers. They'd really appreciate any help that we can get, and maybe we'll get these up and running before New Year's. We'll see. This is going to be a quick update because I've got to drive my daughter to soccer this morning. So some good news this week. Ottawa was one of the first two locations in the province of Ontario, one of the first locations in Canada and really around the world to get vaccines. There are 1,500 long-term care workers who receive vaccines this week. They'll be going back in a few weeks for their second dose of the vaccines, but it's really the start of this process. And as we heard from the federal government, there will be more vaccines arriving in Canada, and those will be distributed to people all over the country, here in Ottawa as well. Ottawa Public Health has started to share some information about how that vaccine rollout is going to work. Lots of Q&As about what the vaccine is and what you should know about it. Go to my website or the Ottawa Public Health website, and you'll see some information there about the vaccine. The other thing from Ottawa Public Health this week is a real reminder around mental health. We're coming up on the holidays, obviously. It's going to be a very different holiday for many people. There'll be some people in our community who will be who will find this time very difficult for any number of reasons. And I want to make sure that people know there are a ton of resources available. There are phone numbers you can call if you need someone to talk to. There's something called Counseling Connect, which allows you to book an actual call with a trained professional, a psychologist, volunteers who can help out. You can get an appointment within the next day. There's all sorts of services available, so please go to ottawapublichealth.ca. And this is if you have a mental health crisis, or just if you're having a difficulty in any way with your mental health, you can make that call. So, what's been going on here in Stittsville over the last week? Well, yesterday we had a special city council meeting. We had to approve a list of projects that we want to put forward to get some federal and provincial funding, some infrastructure funding. This is not the only infrastructure funding we'll be getting, but it's one of them. So a number of projects. There's some PXOs in the Hartsmere Brightside area. No, PXOs, that's pedestrian crossing, where we've got a lot of school traffic happening. That's good. We've got some energy retrofits to the Cardell Rec Center, which is a good thing, and also some funding for a picnic area at a local park. We still haven't decided which park, but these are all things designed to help make it easier for people to get outside, some energy efficient retrofits to help with climate change and so on. And you may have heard in the news, we've also put some money towards some big projects to help things like the Boys and Girls Club to build a new facility in the south part of Ottawa. So lots of good projects on that list. We've had a number of development applications come in the last couple of weeks, so I'll give you a quick overview. And for more information, please go to my website. There's one at 1518 Stittsville Main Street. Maybe you've seen the pictures already. It's kind of a train station design across from Quitters, right next to the Trans-Canada Trail. Up to about 6 or 7 years ago, there's a beautiful old heritage building that sadly burned down in a fire. But we finally got an application on a redevelopment for that site, so you can read information on my website. There's 521 Brigantine. There's a stormwater management pond there right now. That was always intended to be a temporary stormwater facility until new infrastructure was built a little further to the east. Well, that's built now, and so Mattamy is going to be filling in that stormwater management pond and building homes. It's currently zoned for homes and townhomes, and they're slightly revising, they're revising an original subdivision application that expired because it's taken quite a long time to get that new water infrastructure built. Again, you can find information on my website, and I believe we're targeting early February for an information meeting, for a public meeting. And then there's another file. Again, this one was submitted in 2015 or 2016, 5618 Hazeldean Road. It's a new subdivision that's going to be built just east of Iber Road between Hazeldean and Abbott. It's going to include the next phase of the Robert Grant Avenue, which will connect from Abbott to Hazeldean. Eventually that'll go further north, but this one is between Abbott and Hazeldean. A whole variety of housing types there, probably some low-rise apartments, townhomes, single-family homes, and also some commercial retail along Hazeldean Road. So that is 5618 Hazeldean Road. Details on my website, and we're also finalizing some plans to do a public meeting early in the new year, probably late January, early February. Two things before I go. One, a reminder, we've got our basket at Brown's where you can drop off a thank you letter or thank you card to give some thanks to the staff at Queen Carleton Hospital for everything they have done this year, and thanks to everyone who's done that so far. The second is we've seen a lot of speeding vehicles lately. I think it's because this is a time of year when we take out the flex stakes from the roads. We do that in October, November, and there's this gap between when we take out the flex stakes and when snowbanks naturally slow down traffic. But anyways, for whatever the reason is, we're seeing a lot of speeding. Please slow down, and also please remember not to drive impaired. We've got ride programs out over the next few weeks during the holiday season. Even though people, generally speaking, are staying home, we're still seeing some impaired driving, which is not a good thing. So slow down, stop at stop signs, really be careful about pedestrians. We've still got a lot of people walking around neighborhoods, so please check that out. Please be careful. This is going to be the last update by video, most likely until the new year. So I hope whatever you're doing with your family, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever celebration that you do over this break, I hope it's a good one. Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas, Bonne Année. Thank you for all of your comments, your support, your ideas over the year, and hope you have a good break. I'm looking forward to talking to you, let's say Saturday, January 2nd. We'll meet back here. Take care. Bye.